poor quality construction and deficient infrastructure, the Delhi Development Authority has always been under fire from citizens for its underperformance and what many allege deep-rooted corruption. But now a structural makeover of the DDA is just a matter of time. The Madhukar Gupta panel set up to suggest ways to revamp the authority has submitted its report to the Urban Development Ministry and a decision is expected soon. Oineetom Ojha explains just why the DDA needs to be revamped.
These are home buyers who have bought property from the DDA or Delhi Development Authority, a 60-year-old government authority conceived to provide quality and affordable homes for Delhians. One would think DDA would be reliable and more trustworthy than any private developer. But that's not the case. Charges of corruption, using fraudulent ways for property allotment and poor construction quality are some of the allegations which have been leveled against the government authority by thousands of its consumers over the years.
DDA को पूरा पैसा जमा करा दिया है, लेकिन DDA आज तक पोजेशन लेटर नहीं दे पा रही है, नहीं दे रही है.
There are certain sectors for which even the demand letters are not been issued till date. What is the reason behind the same is very difficult to understand. If you will confirm it today, when the demand letters are going to be issued, they will say another 6 months. What is the reason?
The gross inefficiencies of this nodal agency has been recognized and accepted by past governments as well.
DDA earlier on was a monopoly, was the planner, developer, regulator, real estate dealer, everything was DDA. And if you give me a bulldozer and tell me to bulldoze something, I'll bulldoze the DDA office first.
The mismanagement at DDA has not gone unnoticed by the current government, and that's perhaps the reason why the Housing and Urban Development Minister Venkaiah Naidu is all set to revamp DDA from being a typically bureaucratic, sarkari organization to a more performance and goal-oriented corporate one. The Madhukar Gupta panel, set up by the BJP government to suggest ways to revamp DDA, has submitted its report to the Urban Development Ministry and a decision is expected soon.
We have to create these specialized expert domains. For example, my suggestion would be the whole engineering department of the DDA, which is highly qualified and very hardworking people, can be converted into a public undertaking like NBCC.
Skeptics though say bringing in clear accountability will be the biggest challenge in this revamp.
Accountability to the people at large is primarily the reason. It's a very old organization today, both in terms of people, vision, intent, ability, everything. So it has to reinvent itself with a much younger, sharper team probably. And one management reason could be the person or people at top do not have fixed tenures with fixed benchmarks.
Some of DDA's recent decisions, like the land pooling policy to tide over land acquisition issues and implement transit-oriented development to create housing stock along metro corridors, are yet to take off.
देखिए, जहाँ तक फ्लैट्स की अलॉटमेंट की बात है, ये चार्ज की करप्शन एलिमेंट उसमें इन्वॉल्व है, ये तो बिल्कुल ही निराधार है, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ बहुत ही फेयर एंड ट्रांसपेरेंट मैनर में सारे ड्रॉज किए जाते हैं. अभी तक जो भी पास्ट में छोटी मोटी जो भी कंप्लेंट्स आई है और रजिस्टर हुई है, अभी नथिंग हैज़ बीन प्रूव्ड कि जिसमें कि ये कहा जाए कि डीडीए में किसी प्रकार का इस मामले में कोई भी गड़बड़ होती है, इरेगुलरिटी होती है.
If the government accepts all the financial and administrative reforms suggested by the Gupta panel, DDA will become more of a facilitator and regulator rather than just being a developer and planner, with young technocrats, architects, urban planners and revenue officers taking charge of DDA. In New Delhi, Oineetom Ojha, NDTV.